Hi, it's Denise with Ladybug Stampin', and today we're going to be recreating this box. I came up with this box last minute. I wanted to use our new Baker boxes that are in the holiday catalog, and this is how they come. They come like this. There's a piece of tape on there. I'm going to take that off. And they come white with the window and stuff. And you can put, baked goods in there and stuff like that. But I actually want to use them for gift packaging to put underneath my tree that's going to be in my bedroom because it's got some pinks and stuff in it. And these will be gifts for the girls that are in my life. My future daughter-in-laws and my stepdaughter. And so I got something I want to put in here, and I wanted to make it a little girly. So what are we using to create that? We are using the Dashing Deer bundle. Has this great stamp set here. I love these deer. I love these deer. And then the thin lit dies actually come with an extra deer. This little deer like he's taken off flight. Then you've got the 3 deer to cut out these images here, some flowers and some little edges and stuff. We actually used this deer on just some designer series paper. Okay, well, let's get started. So this box comes white, like I said before, and it, there's, I think there's 6 or 10, I'm not sure how many come in a package. And I wanted it to be a different color, so I decided to color it with some smoky slate. I think the gray and pink just go well together. That's like one of my favorite combos. And what we're gonna be using is one of our sponge rollers and our smoky slate Stampin' pad, classic Stampin' pad. So how we're going to do this is I'm just going to put this right over here, and I'm going to use my roller. And when I pick up my ink, I'm going to roll it like that, just like you do with a brayer, a rubber brayer. You're just going to go back and forth, not back and forth. Don't go back and forth. Roll up, lift up, roll, and put down and roll over. So pick up, roll, pick up, put down, roll. Okay. And we're going to start by, and don't worry about the window, we're going to protect that. And we're just going to color the whole thing. I think I only need like this right here and this right here, but I just thought for a finished look, we'd just do the whole thing. Okay. So at first when you're rolling it on there, it doesn't look like you're going to have a lot of lines and stuff, but you just keep rolling. And it'll blend itself out. Okay, there we go. Look at that. Now you have a smoky slate box. Look at that. Now I'm going to show you what I did on my ink pad. So when you're using this, don't go too fast like I was doing. Look at all the nicks I just put in my ink pad. Do you see that? Yeah, I'm sad about that. But so be careful. I was trying to hurry. Take your time. Okay, I'm going to set this to the side for just a minute and let it dry. We can use the heat tool, but I'm going to put it to the side while we finish the rest of our elements. Okay. The DSP that I'm going to use to cut out my deer with is the Petal Promenade Designer Series pack that's in the annual catalog. I love the look of this marble and thought it would just make a really pretty deer. The other side is those pretty roses. And I'm going to be using this deer, not the other deer I had out a minute ago. I'm going to be using this deer. This is one that looks like he's getting ready to take flight. So I'm going to put this on this paper. This paper is cut at 3.5 by 3.25. And you're just going to place them on there, and I will run him through there, and I'll be right back. Take your deer out. He's going to have all these pretty little flourishes on his little, what do you call that? His horns. No, we call him a rack down here in Arkansas. And I'm just going to be really careful when I take him out because I don't want that to tear. And I ran him through twice just to be on the safe side. Okay, so there we go. Isn't he pretty? Oh, he's just so pretty. All right, so we got that done. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to take our some Whisper White. This is cut at 2 inches by 4 inches. And we're going to use our scalloped edge top, what's that called? Tag punch. I think it's only the one we have in there currently, besides the triple banner punch. And I'm just going to put them right in there, and I'm going to punch them out. We're not going to stamp on them or anything. Then we're going to take our powder pink. This is one of the old style pads, and I always forget how to open it. And I'm going to use a sponge, and I'm just going to edge around the tag. I like the softness of the white to add with all the color, the gray, the smoky slate, and this powder pink on everything else. So I'm just, you can't really see all of it, but I'm going to put a little bit more, a little deeper edge around the tag. Some of it you can't see. Some of it you can see, I guess. I'm looking at the tag now. I'm going, wait a minute. They can see some of that. Okay. And then we're going to take a piece of vellum that is cut at 1.5 by 3 inches. And I'm going to lay this on top of the tag, but kind of like at an angle. So almost looks kind of like this right here. Maybe a little bit more deeper angle. So it's just kind of like laying off the cardstock. And I'm going to use a little bit of our adhesive of our snail, and I'm just going to put a little dot down there to hold it. The deer will cover him, so cover this so you won't see it. And then we're going to take our deer, and we're going to put some adhesive on the deer, just on his body and head. And then I'm going to place him like he's going to jump off that tag. Okay, just like that. The rest of him is okay. And now for our sentiment, we're going to take the Happiest Christmas Wishes. Put on a D block. And we're going to ink it up in our smoky slate, where I got my NYX. And just stamp right here. And then we're going to use our label punch. What is this called? It's not called Modern Label. I don't know. It'll be on my blog post. All the supplies and measurements will be on my blog post. And I'm going to line him up. Yep. And I do the same thing with this one. I think I have enough ink. And go around with the powder pink. This almost gives the illusion that you have a piece of cardstock underneath it when you don't. Especially when you have a label like that that doesn't have a layering. You can layer it by cutting it, but this way it kind of looks like that. Take a sponge dauber and I'm going to ink it up in my smoky slate. And I'm just going to go literally on the edge. I'm not going to be as heavy-handed as I was with the powder pink, because I want to see that powder pink come through. So this gives the illusion that there's a couple pieces of cardstock. That might have been a little bit darker than that one. Okay, well, that'll be okay. That'll be okay. All right, now to finish our box, let's bring our box over here because now we have everything about ready. For the window, in the annual catalog, there is this awesome, this is laser cut, what is this called? Laser cut designer series paper, specialty designer series paper. And it's so delicate, there's tissue paper between each layer. Now I used one of the bigger pieces, this big piece right here, you can cut it down. But I actually used one of the bigger pieces for a scrapbook page. And I'm not sure if I posted it, and if I didn't, I will post it after Vlogtober, because I won't do a video for it. I'll just post it. Okay, so what I did was I just cut around the image, and I cut around this one because I thought it looked like poinsettias, however you say that, and wherever you're from. And then I had to trim it down so it would fit the window. Now, there's a very vanilla on one side and a Whisper White on the other side. I actually want the Whisper White to show through. So how I'm going to do this is I'm very carefully going to put some adhesive around just the edge of this piece of designer series paper. So we're going to take out our silicone mat and our snail. That's all we need. And we're just going to go really around the edge. Okay. Really? Did I just say that again? Okay, we're just going to go around the edge. Just enough for it to adhere. Okay. Let's bring our box over. And yes, we did it on the Whisper White side because when we lay it down, you want the Whisper White to show through. So now you're going to take this and you're going to lay it down. Hope that you can't see that. Nope. Okay, kind of probably went down a little bit further. I probably cut that too short. Okay. And then this is how it looks inside. Isn't that pretty? Okay, now let's put our box together. So what we're going to do is I'm going to fold these lines in and press them down. Maybe let's burnish it a little bit with our bone folder. So now what we're going to do is we're going to fold our sides in. Oh, I forgot this one too. And I really want him to be burnished because it helps when I put the box together. Okay, so you put your flaps in. These right here have these like little feet right here. And they're actually going to go in these little holes down at the bottom. I'm going to fold this over, and tuck in so it kind of goes through the feet. So if you guys can see that, they went in the feet. Then these just fold in, and you fold this over like a normal box. And put that just like that. Look at that. Gorgeous. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to take our tag and we're going to get some dimensionals. And we're going to put some dimensionals at the top. And we're actually going to put 2 layers of dimensionals. Okay, so I have put 2 layers of dimensionals so that it will go over the ribbon. Okay, I didn't mean to take that off of that top set yet. Now we're going to get out our powder pink, what's this called? Mini ruffled ribbon. Y'all, I love this ribbon. I absolutely love this ribbon. So I'm going to take these and go around the bottom. And I am going to create more of a bigger bow on these because, I mean, it's pink. We can never do with enough pink, I think. Think pink. Oh, and it's October, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Definitely think pink. Okay. All right, and we're going to trim that off. I don't mind if these hang over a little bit. It's okay with me. That's okay if that went a little bit edge. Okay, now we're going to take our little tag here we created. And we're going to go at an angle. Like so. Make sure he's on the box. That's why that dimensional is kind of right here on the edge. And so the tag can go off the edge a little bit, because this is going underneath the tree. Then we're going to get our sentiment. Where'd our sentiment go? We're going to take our sentiment. I lost it and had to make another one. I don't know. It's probably around here somewhere, but I ain't got time to wait. Look for it. Okay, I'm going to take my sentiment, put some dimensionals on the back of it as well. And then I'm going to just lay this sentiment, kind of trying to see how I did that. Kind of an angle too, I guess. Show his feet. Okay. And then to finish it off, because every girl needs a little bling, I'm going to use Flirty Flamingo. And I'm going to use our Flirty Flamingo Stampin' Blend marker, which is the alcohol markers, and just go over some rhinestones. Okay, yeah. think I have 8, but I only need 7. And I'm just going to place them randomly on the box. Because what girl doesn't like a little bling? You know? I mean, I like some bling. I like a little bling. Oh. So I used 3 large ones and 4 small ones. All right, there we go. Look at that. Oh my gosh, I love that box. I think it's just the color I like. That's the best. That's like my favorite right there. Okay, again, we used the Dashing Deer, and it's, I can't think of Dashing Along bundle to create this box. All right, guys. Well, if you all the supplies and measurements and everything we listed on my blog, and I'd appreciate it if you would like, share, and subscribe if you're not already. Thanks, guys. I'll talk to you later. Toodles.